of the day. As you guys may be aware, our own overlay at the moment unfortunately doesn't work. Since the newest patch from Blizzard, the API, which is giving the information to the overlay, doesn't work anymore. Seems to be a bug, so we have to go with Blizzard's own overlay and observer mode. This has some drawbacks, but yeah, this is what we have to do at the moment. But now, let's focus on the game. Lynn spawning in the top right of Twisted Meadows, LawLiet in the bottom left. And we saw it already. The tide is turning. We have the winds of change again, because it's no Demon Hunter first here. No, it's a Keeper. And that makes for a very different kind of a game, much more expansion heavy. Or could you play one base bears with Keeper?
Player's forces are under attack.
I don't really think so. In the past, one base bears with Demon Hunter was pretty good, I would say. But with a Keeper of the Grove, normally on one base you don't stand a chance late game, so we will look towards the expansion by LawLiet. And so will Lynn, most likely. Ancient of War taking a good bit of damage here. A lot of damage. Oh my god! Oh my god, the peon distracts LawLiet enough apparently to lose the Ancient of War. Humongous mistake. Which Lynn saw, by the way. Couldn't he just pressure now heavily with grunts? I guess he went for a 1 burrow tech, so he can't produce grunts for some time. But yeah, losing that Ancient of War is bad news. Ooh, that's a terrible start for LawLiet. Perhaps not very awake yet, despite the fact that it is not all that early in Korea.
The player's forces are under attack.
LawLiet normally the king of creeping. This is very rare to see happening to him. Both players going for the circle, by the way. It seems like everyone wants to get these circlets nowadays, now that they can't be found anymore. Blade Master also stacking up on some small items. Mantle is good for the Shadow Hunter. Just the gauntlets are pretty bad. Those should be getting sold. Keeper close to the level 2, but he doesn't have it yet. And LawLiet is not making a new Ancient of War. He's just going to go Lords right away on tier 2, but that means he has no production for so long. Gets the Telestaff. That's a big deal. Lynn, a bit slow there on the trigger. Seemed like he could have gotten the steal, being faster with the Windwalk. Keeper's trying to distract. And then Staff elsewhere, as we see the Trio of Life coming. Looks quite greedy by LawLiet. This is a 1 Keeper, 1 Archer expansion. If it's found, it could be pressured very easily.
Forces are under attack.
Oh, double mantle. Very nice for the Shadow. And here we see the tier 2 finished. Going for the Bestiary right away is Lynn. No Lodge? Ah, there it is. Okay. Bestiary and Lodge. That is the norm. Oh, wait. Mirror Image? Oh, indeed. You went Mirror Image on the Blade. I'm a big fan, especially with these items. When you have +8 int, that's so much more mana. You can go for these plays much more easily. Blade at the shop. Unfortunately, we don't really see what is available. But he found the tree. Mirror Image does a tiny bit of damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
doesn't seem to be in an easy spot here at all. He's going for the lures. What is the second hero? Alchemist. No Demon Hunter, no mana burn. This Shadow Hunter, if he levels well, will be super strong in the late game. Blade Master's items looking really good already. Double circlet, double mantle. Very nice. Creeping with the blade here kind of surprises me. Looks like Shadow Hunter could have gotten a bit more experience, but I guess he was only there for one creep. Another mirror image popped. Scouting things out. Oh, LawLiet was trying to go for the shop, but the Blade Master is there. He's going to prevent this one also. LawLiet having a really tough game. Nothing so far is working out for him. Keeper's level 2. Does have treants, does have some kill threat here, maybe. Oh, would have been a 6 steal, but didn't quite get it. But now we got the first Shaman out as well. That's the courage needed against the Keeper. Shadow gets level 2, now we got the heal wave. And Lin is in such a good spot. He had the lead after the early. And sick items as well, by the way. Double Mantle. Also the Lion Horn is great. Claws on the blade, double circlet. LawLiet will have to work some magic here to win this game. Lin could just counter expand, but at the moment seems like he's not really interested in that. Shadow Hunter continuing to creep. This might be level 3 for him here. If he gets all the experience, I think it should be. Archer goes down. The good thing, of course, with the Dryads is there's going to be abolished magic, so the mirror images can be dealt with easily. Oh my god, it's great one chance. Dude. Crazy items here for Lin. Oh, falling back though. Trying to protect the blade. And that should be easily done. Purge, purge, level 3. Goes to the level 2 heal wave right away. Certain boards can also be really good, but he needed the healing right then. Seems to make sense. Keeper getting caught. Blade Master entangled. That's a lot of healing. Heal wave helping him out, and also the Scourge Bone Chimes. Alchemist in a bit of trouble, but there is a staff to save him. LawLiet calls it, and I don't blame him. This game was a disaster from beginning to end. GG. And 1-0 for Lin. Very convincingly. LawLiet has to shrug this one off and put it behind him. Yeah, losing the Ancient of War at the start, that is just absolutely devastating. And normally not something that's supposed to happen, but we're all mere mortals. Mistakes can happen. Even to the likes of LawLiet. Map number 2, we'll be seeing Concealed Hill. This is LawLiet's counter pick. This is where in the past, I would say the Keeper normally could rely on having a pretty strong early game. And I always felt like Concealed Hill was very balanced in this matchup. In almost any matchup. So let's see if LawLiet can swing things around. In the WC3 Champion Season Finals, LawLiet didn't get too far, losing to Sock with some very unconventional play. Lots of Tavern heroes. Up until most recently, the Demon Hunter was the menace out there in the BattleNet lands. With immolation, fast creeping, high levels, high damage, the Demon Hunter was tearing things up. But it seems like with the most recent nerfs, the Demon Hunter has again taken a back seat. Thank you, Betty Coda, for the first time sub. Welcome. And Ataria with the resub as well. Thank you. On this map specifically, I feel like it should definitely be Keeper. This is not a super great Demon Hunter creep map. is the keeper again. This is a matchup, playstyle-wise, that both have played numerous times. Especially on this map, like I said, we've been seeing this Keeper expansion against Blade Master stuff plenty, and the early game can make a big difference. Getting proper items, getting the level ups at the right time. What? Peon Scout only arrived now? And then he gets ensnared! Oh! That's a very unnecessary mistake by Len. This Peon Scout basically did nothing. That was not ideal. LawLiet gladly taking that little gift. But he's not level 2 yet. Lacking just the tiniest bit. Blade Master shows up. Can he get the archer with proper movement? Oh, he does! First blood, if we disregard the peon. And a bit more experience from the treants. AP coming. Grunt is close to scouting it, but doesn't see it yet. And now it's nighttime. Scouting becomes more difficult. And this is not the normal position. Normally we see APs either here, or this one is very popular. But right here, perhaps not so much.
A player's forces are under attack.
We'll see how much LawLiet wants to commit to this AP. By now we can see it is going to finish. And it's going to cause some problems. Oh, the Grunt does see it. But too late to cancel. Lin pulls it back right away. We'll need a War Mill to deal with this reliably. With a Demolisher, you can deal with the AP pretty well. But again, the question is, LawLiet, how much does he want to commit to this aggression? Eating his way into the trees. That's pretty cute. If the AP roots like over here, he can shoot at the peons. Putting pressure on Len. Wait for crit this time, by the way. No mirror image. Oh, Blade could prevent the root, maybe. Oh, he woke up the creeps. Oh, couldn't prevent the root, though. That's good news for LawLiet. Oh, AP attacked the creeps. Oh, he tried to stop it with a stop command. But the creeps are engaged, and they're aggressive and mad.
A player's forces are under attack.
May as well creep the camp now. If Blade could get the last hit here, that would be big, but there is Sentinels. Blade is detected. Nowadays, of course, the Sentinels for Huntresses much cheaper. The altar shouldn't really be in danger. There's not much damage against it. Len doing a good job getting as much experience and kills and stuff with the blade as he can. Not close to level 3, but neither is the keeper.
Player's forces are under attack.
Alright, there we go. AP in position, ready to attack the peons. And the Shadowrunner feels forced into Hex first. Kill these hunts to alleviate the pressure. And that is gonna be a bit of a detriment later. But of course, go for a Tome of Retraining if it's really needed. And the AP pressure bought time, but didn't really do much damage.
A player's forces
Unless we want to
are under attack.
consider the building of the Demolisher damage. The Demolisher in the late game fights out in the open isn't considered the best normally, but if you can land some good shots against the Huntresses, that can still do some good deeps. LawLiet able to keep this AP alive for quite a long time. Wait, can he continuously survive these demo shots? 39 HP?
Town is under siege.
Kind of can. Alright, nice play by LawLiet. I learned from Florentine Will, by the way, that the Demolisher is the unit in Warcraft 3 that has the slowest attack speed of all. Interestingly. Another Huntress falls. LawLiet was trying to take out the Bestiary, but didn't succeed. Yet another move that didn't quite work out for the Korean Night Elf today. And what is the follow-up? Didn't expand, but rather went tier 3 and going for Talons. With a Demon Hunter second. Then has finally had enough. He's gonna take out the AP now. No experience for the Blade. He is almost now level 3. LawLiet got his level 3. Long last on the Keeper. Easy trap, easy creep, all of the Ogre Lord. Best item here is Khadgar's Pipe, as almost always. There's a lot of good ones to pick up. Helm of Valor, very good on the Blade. Sometimes, though, these items on the Blade Master can end up not being too valuable if he's just cycloned all the time. Which, of course, is the whole point of this strategy. Oh, the Demon in trouble right away. He has to go for staff to save himself.
Player's forces are under attack.
Keeper getting caught. This might be a TP forced. But we don't have too many Ensnares here, actually. But we do have Purges. LawLiet isn't really ready yet. He doesn't have the tier 3 upgrades. He doesn't have Cyclone. This is the perfect time to strike. Ooh, bit of a misclick there. Didn't tag the Hexed Keeper, which is very hard to target properly. And Lin, since he has a Demolisher, he's going to go for a Siege. Setting up towers. Is he going for Reinforced? Nope. Doesn't have the number. But yeah, that makes so much sense with the Demolisher that he already had made before. Would love to see a shop here by Lin as well. Just one shot for clarities and heals out. He's so valuable.
A player's forces are under attack.
Buying another circlet. He bought 3 circlets this game, didn't he? Alrighty. LawLiet throwing in now everything. Trying to push away this attack. Once the towers are up, he's going to be in real trouble. He knows this all too well. Ancient of War holding for now, but not too much longer. Ancient of War going down. But Lin, he's going to have to back up and probably give up on his towers. Demon Hunter is still in a bit of danger. One tower finishes, but of course, no reinforced defenses. LawLiet, perhaps about to stabilize. Lin not buying the heal scroll there, I think very questionable. And might be losing even a grunt. Yeah, going for invuln instead of heal scroll seemed like a big mistake. And all of a sudden, LawLiet is in the game. But Lin, though, still has a big supply lead, not to be underestimated. And also a bit of an experience lead. Not by too much, though. This goes quite a bit of moon juice out. Also, and it's still daytime for a little bit. LawLiet is eagerly awaiting nighttime to hit. But the items on the demon are dreadful. He has no bonus stats at all, just the orb. He's looking quite weak indeed.
Forces are under attack.
lot of raiders here for Lin. When you play Shaman against Talons, most orcs will try to go for the expansion. But maybe now that timing has slipped away. Would have been funny if he had bought a 4th circlet. Roll the Magi for the Shadow, by the way. That's pretty good. And now also LawLiet finally able to creep up himself. Tinker level 2. Demon about to get level 3. Gonna keep it close to 4. Alright, here are the peons. It seems like Lin at long last is still gonna try the expansion. Whoops. Creeps. Almost got the burrow. Setting up burrow and tower first. So Lin is taking his time here with the actual expansion.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's got the resources to place it. Seems like Lin is wasting a bit of time with his expansion attempt. Oh, he found Claws +9, by the way. Ooh, it's gonna be a sick blade. He's gonna have perfect items, basically. It can be quite tough on Concealed Hill to stack up your blade. Unless you get lucky with the items, which Lin here has gotten. Lin sees the approach, but isn't deterred. Seems like he's gladly going to take a fight with Fountain. He's always been known to be great for an orc player. Well, Tinker gets caught in the front. Lin's trying to force the TP and buy time for his expansion, but the Tinker is just killed. Wait, did he also have an invuln? No, he'll come, but I guess he used that before. Serpent Ward's also super strong here at the Fountain, and what can the Talons really do? Nothing against the Serpent Wards. That duty falls to the heroes. And Lin wisely realizing he's going to be strong at the Fountain, holding his ground.
A player's forces are
Expansion now coming, but still far from finished. LawLiet has an opportunity to get the cancel, but it may be an expensive one. We have a lot of mana on these Talons, though. Lin can't really keep up with the Dispel. Please, boy. Using the Mana Flare, also doing a lot of damage to these Shaman, by the way. There's another one. LawLiet finding a way back. Perhaps.
A player's forces are under attack.
Expansion 60% done. Demon Hunter staffs home. The belt, by the way, very nice for him. But I'm liking LawLiet's position more and more. All of a sudden, he's level 4 on the Keeper. Oh, but he's worried about engaging into these towers. Lin trying to backstab. He's finding the targets in the back. Every Serpent Ward does good damage, by the way. Even the Lightning Shield in the mix has to be cycloned up. Demon Hunter being pinned oftentimes. Shadow Hunter, oh, entangled and in trouble, but there is one more purge. 2 or 3 purges perhaps available to the Orc, and all of a sudden a lot of Talons are falling. Tinker is back. Poker Factory about to be ready. Blade Master, by the way, already level 4. He is. Look at his items. This Blade Master is a Giga Chad. Might be looking for the next kill. Tinker, is he going to TP this time? Invuln transferred first. And a big crit. 183, 180, and the Keeper almost died. Same perhaps for the Blade, but without the heroes attacking him, he's not taking that much damage. Falls back to the Fountain. Could have healed there then. LawLiet throws in the towel. GG, and a clean 2-0 for Lin. I suppose on map 2, it got a little close. The tower push attempt by Lin, perhaps not the right call. Perhaps he wasn't quite enough ahead for that one. But that was still very well played. Lin into the next round, and LawLiet maybe needing still to adjust to the new patch.